Hello? Is anybody there? Trust me, no good answer ever comes from calling out, hello, is anybody there? Let's do a little video about the fear of being alone outdoors, okay? The fear of being alone, okay? That is an ancient, primeval fear that resides in us. Anyone who says they literally have no fear is either crazy or stupid, and you do not want to be around those. And that is a quote sort of taken from Lofty Wiseman, the legend. Okay, the fear of being alone by yourself in a wood, out in a landscape by yourself. It's something that takes us right back to our very early days, you know, from when we came down out of the trees and started walking out across the plains. We have had to be careful. Okay, I'm just going to quickly stop this because a bloody airplane's going over. Hang on. Okay, airplane gone by, helicopter about to go past, but who cares? It's not a police helicopter, so I'm alright. The fear of being alone, okay, that can tick a lot of boxes for a lot of people. It's the insecurity. It's, I say, it's something that goes right back to our very earliest beginnings, you know, and that's why, for very good reason, we started hanging out in groups, in clans, family groups, communities, in caves. At night we lit fires, okay, to not only keep us warm but to ward away the predators back then that would have been more than able to kill you. Nowadays, most of the inherent danger has gone. When you are out in a wood by yourself, and whether that is in broad daylight or pitch black at night, pretty much the only thing, and we are talking in the UK, in the UK, the only thing that is realistically going to harm you or hurt you is yourself or other people. We do not have those apex predators to be fearful of. We've killed them all. Pretty gutting, really. We've killed them all. Okay, we are the apex predator. So the only people you've actually got to watch out for is yourself and other people. Now, if you're in a private wood like I am now, you heightened senses. You're going to be alert. You're in a wood you're not meant to. Okay, so adrenaline kicks in. Yeah, adrenaline kicks in, and that's a good thing. But after a while, the adrenaline goes, because we can only produce so much adrenaline at one time, and that's afterwards we have a little bit of a crash and we let our guard down and we stop looking and we stop listening and scoping the ground. Okay, adrenaline's a good thing because it fires you up, especially in a situation where you find yourself in, maybe confronted by someone that could be harm to you, or maybe it's a deer that's come charging through or anything like that. Boom, the adrenaline kicks in, you get that fight or flight syndrome, and that is something that goes back to us. The fear of being alone is something you should actually grasp hold of. A lot of people will not go out by themselves because they're not capable of doing it, they don't feel comfortable about it. It's an insecurity, okay? A lot of people are like that with solo camps. I spend the majority of my time outdoors by myself. There are things you can do to mitigate the risk, okay? Obviously, always let someone know where you are, okay? Keep to your plan. Don't go off track. Make sure your phone's charged. Make sure you got a power pack with you in case something does go wrong and you end up spending more time out there than you needed to. You carry a first aid kit, okay? If you feel like you're starting to get into trouble, okay, stop, relax, just relax. Talking about night, okay, sounds come into play. Yeah, sounds come into play, especially when you take campers out for the first time. All you get is, what was that? What's that noise? What's that noise? Let me tell you, in the UK, the first time you hear a fox bark or a muntjac bark, you're going to be like, what the shitting brick is that? Yeah? Get used to sounds at night. Go out by yourself. Start to listen, okay? Go out with friends that are really good at identifying animal calls. Spend time outdoors, yeah? Go out during the day. Stay out a bit longer into dusk. Stay out a bit longer as the sun goes down. Start getting used to it being darker, okay? Listen, okay? As it gets darker, okay, your ears and your eyes start to pick up more, okay? So you start to squint because you start to block out the light. You start to have to focus a bit more, but it's your ears that really become that heightened sense. So get used to it. Fear is okay, all right? As I said at the beginning of this, anyone who doesn't have fear is an idiot. Trust me, don't hang around with them. Don't hang around with them. But that fear, you can embrace it. You can get used to being out by yourself. Even if, like, say for now, I'm not more than a quarter of a mile from a village and that, okay? Jane's out riding a horse. She knows roughly the wood that I'm in, okay? But you can get used to going out into little woods, little copses, forests and things like that, and getting used to being in the area, okay? Every now and again, you just need to stop, quiet yourself down, scan the horizon, listen, look, listen, look. Keep listening and looking, okay? The more aware you are, okay, the more confident you become in your surroundings. You're aware of what's going on around you. You observe, you listen. Nothing's going to suddenly jump out, okay? Looking behind you, okay? Looking behind you is a real thing to get used to doing, so you're constantly checking where you've come from, where you're going, okay? But always keep an eye out behind you. The beauty of filming in selfie mode is a lot of the time you can see if anything's going to come from behind you because you're in selfie mode. But the fear of being alone is something that you should embrace, okay? If you've got friends, you've got people that want to get outdoors and they're afraid of doing it, you are the person that's going to make it happen for them, because you encourage them, you support them, you motivate them, you help them get outdoors, spending time by themselves, okay? In the UK, unless you're trespassing and you're going to get kicked off that property, you don't be rude, you just go, fair enough. Don't make an argument for yourself. Don't be a belligerent git, okay? Move on, walk on. Come across other people that you think could be a problem, keep a wide berth, be polite. That's not a problem. At night, yeah, it can be a little bit scary and all that, but you know what? Nothing wrong with being scared, nothing wrong with being scared. Once you're aware of what the sounds are and you've mitigated the risk in terms of where you're camping, you're looking out for fallen boughs and trees, widow makers as such, you know, people know where you are, okay? Keep a low profile, don't go running around like an idiot, you're going to be okay, okay? Fear is alright. Anyone that tells you any different, not having it, okay? It's okay to have fear. Embrace the fear, get used to being outdoors, okay? Catch you later. What was that? Gotta go.